Okay, my nose got a little beat up. It happened in a parking lot at Ace Hardware. Got out of my car, had a box of keys. I was going through the keys, picking out the ones I needed to get duplicated for one of my properties, and walking at the same time next to between my parked car and a parked pickup truck. There were sheets of plywood sticking out of that pickup truck. So after I had the blood running down my face, I went back to my car. I had a roll of paper towels, and I went back towards the store, dabbing the paper towels all over the face, thinking that I was dabbing the blood, but I wasn't. I was just smearing it all over my face. Walked into the hardware store. Luckily, everyone knows me there. It's on the beach. It's the Ace Beach Hardware Store, and most of the properties I work at are along the beach, so they know me well there. I'm there all the time. They took very good care of me, so don't worry. But the next day, in the hospital parking lot, my feeding coming out of my stomach, the valve somehow pulled open. That was a mess. The inside of my shirt was soaked. Well, both inside and outside of my shirt. The bottom left-hand side. My pants leg, I was wearing cut-off shorts. My pants leg was soaked. And inside of my tennis shoe on my left foot, my left tennis shoe, with all the stuff that you can find inside of a stomach. Back to my car. There was some trolleys driving around the parking lot. They have little golf cart trolleys that pick up people in the parking lot and bring them to the hospital doors. And one of those were going by, so I had to turn around quickly while I was trying to plug up this cap that fell off, so they wouldn't see that. And I went back to my roll of paper towels in the car and got myself cleaned up as much as I possibly can before going in for my radiation appointment. But people in the nurses saying all bad things happen in threes. So, they could see the nose that happened the previous day, and then the my soaking wet shirt and pants. So bad things happen in three. I don't know what the third thing is. Probably my birthday is tomorrow. That's the third bad thing that's going to happen to me, I guess. My birthday. Okay, hello everybody. Hi family. Hi mom and dad. YouTubers. Thanks for your emails, your support. Those of you who are going through cancer or know someone very close to you with cancer, I'm with you. Godspeed. We will make it through. Don't worry. Here's my weight chart. I have not been eating food since last Saturday, since the last time I made a video 1 week ago. Cannot get any food down through my esophagus anymore. And can't even swallow pills. I can still swallow water. I stopped even drinking Ensure and have been feeding myself all week through the feeding tube. My goal has to be 7 cans of Ensure per day because it's 350 calories per can, and I have to work up to at the very least 2,000 calories per day. The first 2 days I didn't make it. I was able to squeeze in 5 cans the first day and 6 cans the second day, but thereafter I was able to make it up to my 7 cans. Then I was told by my radiation doctor that I'm teaching my esophagus how not to swallow, and she said that swallowing water is not good enough. I have to drink at least 1 can of Ensure. So I've been doing that since she told me that the other day. I've been drinking 1 can of Ensure and then feeding the others through my feed tube. I did lose a little bit of weight since last week. Last week I believe I was at about 145. I'm not sure exactly which day I made the video. I'm down to 144 now. Well, 1 pound. Oh, maybe it was 147. Maybe I made a video on Friday when I was 147. But that's the last. Friday and Saturday were the last 2 days I ate, and I dropped down 145. Now, in midweek, I was down 143, but I picked it back up to 144. Hopefully, I'll be able to keep it at least 144. I'm going down to zero here. I feel okay. The radiation is definitely burning the inside of my esophagus, and my new bed is right there. I put a bed sheet over my my lazy boy chair, and I got my pillow on the couch next to it over there. That's my new bed. I have to sleep as upright as possible, and not doctor's orders. It's just that I have to keep stomach fluids out of my esophagus, because oh my god, that would be bad. So I, by choice, I'm sleeping in the lazy boy chair. I do put up the footrest, but I do not flip the chair back into a reclining position. I do sleep upright, and it's something that your body gets used to. I know it's a sacrifice, but it's something that, you know, if I did not sleep well the first night, or maybe even the second night, I did sleep well the third night, and so forth, because once the body knows it's got to sleep, it's going to sleep no matter where. I did have my bed on an incline, suggested by doctors and information I read over the internet. I did put the the headboard of my bed up on blocks so that my bed is on an incline, but now that's not good enough. Now, radiation, I have, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more appointments for radiation. And that's it. You know, I got 5 days in a row next week, and then Monday of the following week. And I could expect the worst of the effects of the radiation to take place about 3 or 4 days after the last appointment on Monday. So Thursday of that week, I expect to see the worst of it. And then I heal. I begin the long road of healing. And I asked the doctor, how soon can I eat again? She said, I'll be back on, probably looking to eat soft foods, soft, cool temperature foods, maybe 8 to 10 days after the last appointment. But time does go fast. This summer has, you know, I'm halfway through my treatments, or almost halfway. Time has gone fast this summer. I expect the next week to go fast, and then at least I'll hit that milestone then of getting the last radiation treatment in. Chemo. I got a message, I think. Yeah, I do. Hold on 1 second. Okay, good. But I'm reaching a milestone at the end of next week or beginning of the week after. That will be a happy milestone. And then chemo, of course, will go into September. My second round of chemo begins Monday. It is probably going to be a little bit rougher than the first round, because I am going into the second round a little bit weaker. My boss reassured me, and also payroll department and personnel department all cornered me at work sometime this week and told me I have unlimited sick days available to me now from here on out. I could take as many as I want, and yet I am still going to work every day. I don't know what's wrong with me. Can't think of any more updates. I guess then until next week. It'll be an interesting week. It'll be an interesting report at next weekend. I'll see you then. Goodbye, everybody. I love you.